Boy, here we go. Gilbert Burns versus Khamzat Chimaev, both fighters in the octagon. And a weird development a moment ago, Bruce Buffer pretty much yelling at Khamzat Chimaev to get back as he's dancing in the center of the octagon. He's ready. I mean, he was sitting on top of the octagon as Gilbert Burns came down, sitting up there for like 2 minutes just chilling. So he's ready. And now he's getting introduced. We've been talking about this fight for a long time. Make no mistake about it. Gilbert Burns, number 2, giving Khamzat Chimaev the opportunity. He's number 11. Opportunity to win this fight and get a title shot. It's basically what it comes down to. And as you know, a lot of people believe, including myself, that Khamzat Chimaev will win this fight. But he's getting a real test in Gilbert Burns. Again, number 2 in the welterweight division, behind Colby Covington and Kamaru Usman. Think about that. He's the next best behind those two. This is a real test for Khamzat Chimaev. Let's get this thing going. Let's go. Torino getting introduced. And it's time. Been waiting about 6 months for this, right? October to April. Something like that. 6 or 7 months, somewhere in there. Oh, buddy. And here we go. This thing is getting ready to kick off. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. The fight's underway. And Khamzat crosses the middle already. And the longer this goes, it's kind of better for Burns because he's got to get past the shock. And here comes Khamzat in trying to get the takedown. And he's got Burns pinned up against the fence. And what I mean by that is the longer it goes, the more Burns would gain confidence in this fight. He's got to get through the initial shock and the mystery of Khamzat. And Khamzat drives him right back into the fence. And his fans were not accustomed to seeing his fights go too long, right? And that's why I say the longer it goes, the better for Burns. So Khamzat trying to get the legs wrapped up now. And he's going to the ground. One of the better welterweights on the ground, believe it or not. Right now, Khamzat Chimaev's got him pinned up against the fence. And he's trying to drag him to the center of the octagon. But Burns works his way back to the fence. Khamzat remains on top. Oh, my goodness. Now Burns lands an elbow, so that'll end a streak of fights where Khamzat didn't get hit. Now Khamzat's on top. And Khamzat controlling so far. He's going to stand up and kick at the legs of Gilbert Burns. And Gilbert Burns is on his back. Will he let him up? The ref will say break, and he'll get up, and here we go. But if you're Burns, you made it through the initial 90 seconds, right? And we'll see how important that becomes through the fight. And Khamzat, a big guy, much taller than Gilbert Burns. A little lanky at this weight class. Now Gilbert Burns lands a leg shot and a right-hand punch. Khamzat continues coming forward, lands a left and a right. Now he comes in, another big right hand for Khamzat. But Gilbert Burns staying in this thing, landing a leg kick to the body. And tense and nervous minutes here going by. 2:40 left in round 1, and Burns lands a big right hand. Oh boy, here we go. Khamzat saying, come on though. Midway through round 1. And the thing that's scary here, again, getting used to seeing Khamzat Chimaev fights be quick. The longer this goes, the better it is for Burns, especially if he just gets through round 1. He's going to get some confidence because there's a mystery there. A nice combination by Khamzat. Burns hits him back with a right, pushes him back. Now they're back in the center of the octagon. Left and a right by Burns. Oh, man. Another left and a right. Khamzat blocking it. Now he takes one to the body. And man, this is what Khamzat needs if you think about it. 150 left in round 1. Because there's a lot of doubt that he can take a guy like this. A lot of people believe him, but a lot of doubt too. And we've got to see it. We got to see him in a good fighter, and that's what we're seeing right now. 138 left in round 1, and Khamzat opens up, but then he takes a right from Burns. Khamzat staying very active, though, and certainly controlling the center of the octagon because Burns is always backed up. Burns swings at a left and a right. Oh, and Khamzat goes down after a right. He gets back up. Khamzat smiling. And who knows if it was a slip or not. But he went down. He got back up. Burns takes a leg kick from Chimaev. Oh, my gosh. Let's go. 1 minute left in round 1. Now Chimaev backs him up with a leg kick. Oh, when he drops him with a right. Gilbert's down. Khamzat on top, pounding away here. And Burns in a little bit of trouble, but he's still fighting back. But Khamzat on top, just pounding away with hammer fists. Oh, my goodness. And Burns is going to survive. See, most other guys wouldn't have survived that. Now Burns has got him backed up with the feet again. He's on his back. And Khamzat dancing in front of him. And he lets Burns up. And they go right back to it with 25 seconds left. But Khamzat was on top in good position, and Burns survived. And remember, these are round-by-round fights. But Khamzat certainly looking good here in round 1. Make no mistake about it. And he takes a jab, backs him up as he goes for the leg kick. And Burns will finish this round coming forward with a dangerous right at the bell. And, man, we got a fight on our hands. Burns bleeding a little bit. Not a big cut or anything like that. Just a scratch on the forehead, it looks like. He'll be fine. They're getting him tapered up in the corner. But here we go. Listen, you're hearing some rumbles from the crowd. And it's not because Khamzat Chimaev is looking bad in any way. It's because they're going into the second round. Okay? And listen, I was in the prediction. I was very hesitant to say Khamzat wins by first round because it still is a number 2 contender. I mean, you're going to get a battle here, and that's what he's getting. And Khamzat Chimaev has been hit, right? But at one point, he dropped Burns with a right-hand jab, and then was on top with hammer fists and elbows. Oh, gosh, you see the replay. Khamzat landed some big shots on top, but Burns survived. And now you go into round 2. You get a fresh start. Burns has been here many times. Khamzat, not so much, right? So this is where things are going to get interesting. It just continues the test for Chimaev. First 10 seconds gone. Khamzat opens it up with a leg kick. Now a front kick. And you can see he's trying to utilize the legs here a little bit. And Burns coming forward a little bit now here toward... Oh, and he's going to get a takedown, but Khamzat sneaks away. And that's something to keep an eye on. Will Burns look to get takedowns now? Especially after getting dropped twice in the last round. Ooh, and Burns comes in and eats a right. Now he's switching stances, is what you're seeing now. So now, this is how he dropped him last time with a right-hand jab. As he switches to lefty. Right, now you got your strong arm forward, and now Burns hits him with a right, and Chimaev almost goes down. This is what I'm worried about, is the confidence. You know, you start to get into a fight with Khamzat, and you're like, okay, I'm in the fight now. So it's not like he finishes everybody in the first round. He's not that dangerous, whether he is or not. I mean, if you're his opponent and you get this far, you're thinking, okay. And you start to build confidence. That's the worry now. But at the same time, we want to see Khamzat test it, right? Khamzat lands a right. Burns lands 2 leg kicks. Oh, and a big right on Khamzat. Man, Khamzat could take a punch. Oh, and some big shots here by Khamzat now. 1, 2, 3. And they reset. Now he's taking some right-hand jabs. And at times, man, Burns is landing some big shots. And now he's going for the takedown. Look out. Khamzat shoves him off. Great defense by both fighters, really. 2 minutes into the second round. And some tense moments for everybody. Crowd is kind of quiet. I mean, oh, and Khamzat goes down again. Oh, my goodness, and Burns is pounding away. Khamzat's in trouble. Khamzat's in serious trouble. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And the crowd's now up going crazy. Wow. Wow, wow. And, man, oh, boy. 2:40 left. Round 2. And Khamzat's slowing down a little bit. This is my worry as you get to round 2 now. Burns is really starting to get into the fight. And the mystery of Khamzat is gone. You know, even when he fought Gerald Meerschaert, that fight was over as soon as the bell rang. It lasted 17 seconds, but you just don't know what this guy's capable of to get in the octagon with him. Burns has made it through a round, getting some confidence here. Oh, and now Khamzat eats a left and a right. And Burns is at least on his way to winning this round. 2 minutes left. Oh, and Burns eats a right. Both guys trading, though. Oh. And you got a lot of power from Burns because he's low to the ground. He's big. Oh, and now Khamzat gets on top. Looked like a submission attempt. He couldn't get it. But now Burns is landing hammer fist from his back. And now Burns kicks him off and Khamzat tumbles backwards. Now Khamzat lands a left and a right. Jesus. Oh, my goodness, man. This is scary. Scary but good. Oh, Khamzat eats a right and another right. And everybody's on their feet right now. Burns up by 16 significant strikes in round 2. Wow. Now Khamzat lands a big right. Man, and 1 minute left here now, and the crowd's now starting to make some noise as this fight shifts towards Burns. You know, no matter how good Khamzat looked in round 1, now that you get into the late rounds, guys can go to distance. It's going to come down to rounds. And Khamzat landed some big shots here too. But I don't see how he wins a round with 40 seconds left and Burns up by like 15 significant strikes. Both guys in the center of the octagon. Burns lands a leg kick now, a left-hand jab. Khamzat shakes his head and says, come on. Wow. And you're seeing Burns very, very active in this round. Oh, and now Khamzat closing here at the end of the round. Left and a right, Khamzat goes down. And he's almost out of it. Khamzat gets up and takes Burns down, and the round's going to come to an end. Wow. And these guys are fighting here through round 2. Both guys trading punches after the bell, and this thing is getting serious as the ref has to jump in. And wow, man, Burns is in this fight. This is scary, bro. This is scary. And man, Khamzat's managers and trainers are in his face screaming and yelling at him. It's that fear, oh man, the fear and the mystery is now gone. Right? Doesn't mean he can't win this fight in the third, but Burns is looking alive here in round 2. And you see some big shots here at the end of the round before the fight ensued after the round. Khamzat lands a left and a right, but then he eats a right, and that didn't take him down. Oh, and then he lands another right, Burns. So the right coming over the top, crack. Wow. Wow, that rocked Khamzat. He went down a second later. So then at the end of the round, you see Burns shove him. Now Khamzat smacks him. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Khamzat smiling, though. It is what it is. Oh, my goodness. This is everything if you're Khamzat Chimaev. And Burns looking tougher, man. He's in the center. The momentum is shifted for sure. And Khamzat Chimaev's going to have to put on a show here in the third if he's going to win this fight. Because it's 1-1. I mean, it's 1-1. Third round. Wow, first 20 seconds gone. And the crowd is on their feet chanting something. I can't tell, but it's definitely loud in the arena. Tense moments here. As Khamzat Chimaev, the big favorite, coming in. And the thing is Khamzat Chimaev, I mean, whatever happens here in this fight, I mean, if you lose, it changes everything if you're Khamzat. It really hurts. But he can take some shots, man, because Burns has delivered some big shots. Vice versa. This is why these guys are fighting at the end of round 2 between the rounds. Boy, now Burns backing up. He's looking a little sluggish now. What's going on? Ooh, that left eye's opened up. Oh, he's going to go for the takedown. Boy, if you're Chimaev, this is when you need to turn it on because Burns is getting tired. Okay. Oh, and he's going to get on top of Khamzat. Khamzat gets up, though. And this is favoring Burns because Burns is looking a little sluggish there, which is kind of odd because he had the momentum. That left eye is open. And if you're Khamzat, you just want to go to work here. Left jab, right, big right. Burns returns a left. Khamzat lands a left and a right. Now a left, now a right. Oh, here we go. And now Burns is getting tired. He's in trouble. Here comes Khamzat now. Khamzat trying to finish. Wow, this fight has turned the other way. This is crazy. Khamzat was winning. Burns was winning. Now Khamzat looking to get the finish here. Now Khamzat coming on big in round 3. Burns' eyes are opened up a little bit. Really bruised more than anything. But Burns looks gassed from round 2. And if you're Khamzat, you need to break free and start swinging. And that's what he's doing now. But man, Burns is not quitting. Oh, and Khamzat lands a big right-hand jab. Switching to lefty. 2:40 left in the fight. This is it. I mean, this is it. And again, you got another half a round to go. And if you're hot, now Burns is looking like he's getting another fifth win. But he's definitely getting his second win here in round 3. Now he's moving a little better. Khamzat's got him backed up. But the fight definitely seems to be at a pace of Khamzat Chimaev right now. Like he's starting to feel it a little more. Both guys exchanging. But Khamzat continuing to track down Burns, who's beginning to bleed from the eye. And man, Burns is in trouble. He takes another right, a leg kick. I mean, he's still landing shots time to time, though. But if you're Khamzat, you got to really turn it on here because Burns is tired. But with the tie-ups and things like that, it's giving him a little bit of rest. Blood on the face of Gilbert Burns as this fight trickles down into round 3, the end of the fight, 140 left. And both guys going at it. The round finished now. Khamzat wins the round, but Burns is not done yet. And Burns knows how these things go. You got to finish the round. It's 31-20 Khamzat right now. Khamzat lands a big left and a right. And another right. And if you're Khamzat, you're leading this round pretty good. If you can just finish this last minute, you're going to win the fight. 110 left. And Burns really retreating now. He's getting tired. Khamzat almost had him finish. Now Khamzat will go in and try to tie him up. And he shoves him off. And Burns with a big left hand. And Khamzat begins to come forward and cut him off. Khamzat comes in and the crowd is on their feet now. 45 seconds left. Gilbert Burns lands a big right, another big right. And here comes Burns at the end of the round. And Khamzat saying, come on, but he needs to be swinging. Because the judges are going to decide this fight. 30 seconds left. And Khamzat lands a big right. Big shots coming. Khamzat ducking. And the thing I'm taking from this fight is, to me, it seems Burns looking at the clock now, 20 seconds left because he wants to finish strong. Oh, and a big uppercut there by Khamzat. Coming in, 15 seconds left in the fight. Man, and Burns lands some shots, but listen, Khamzat's winning this fight, 10 seconds left. And Khamzat comes in and drops Burns at the end, and that's going to be crucial. That's going to be crucial. And he's going to control the round here at the end of it. And this fight ends, and it's clear that Khamzat won 2 rounds. And both guys smiling. Khamzat gives him a kiss on the forehead. And they're talking. And I think both guys just gained a lot of respect for each other. That was crazy. Wow. Wow. You got to give it to Burns, too. Is that round number 2, Burns beat Khamzat Chimaev. And Khamzat Chimaev survived. I mean, this is just crazy. Intense. And I haven't looked at the numbers the whole fight because they really don't matter. It's going to be by rounds. Wow, 112 to 101 Burns. I mean, a lot of that was in the second round, though. 132 to 109 Burns. But control, 222 for Khamzat, 2 takedowns. He had the bigger moments. There were times where Khamzat took a shot and went down and got right back up every time. There were times where Gilbert Burns was nearly finished. So, and you just go back to that round 2 as we're seeing some footage now. It's just all Gilbert Burns. But Khamzat clearly won rounds 1 and 3. It wasn't really even close in those rounds. Khamzat comes out strong in round 1. And Burns, you just got to survive the mystery, the mystique, the hype when Khamzat Chimaev coming in. And you get through round 1, and then in round 2, he turns it up. Round 3, he looked tired. Round 3, he looked tired. So, but at times, Khamzat Chimaev was taking shots like it could end at any second, in round 2. But this is what Khamzat Chimaev needed to prove that he can get in there against the best. There's going to be doubts now, too. Oh, he didn't finish him. This doesn't matter. This is better than a finish, in my opinion. As we wait for the official decision. It should be 29-28 in all 3. Let's go. All right, don't rob this man, please. 29-28, all 3. It's got to be Khamzat. It's not even... Yes, bro. Yes. Yes. Damn right. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. And a little booze coming from the crowd. I mean, it was a great fight, but listen, there you see. Khamzat Chimaev will be number 2. Should be. They might put him at 3 now because of the decision, but he still won this fight. He remains undefeated, 11-0. Let's go. It's going to be a good night regardless of what happens in these next 2 fights. This your boy, Chris Cross. It's going to be a long night. Every fight's going to a decision. But Khamzat Chimaev wins it. Welterweight division. In title contention after UFC 273.